Breaking news. So, Tottenham has avoided a potential shameful relegation. Let me say that again. Tottenham Hotspur have avoided a potential shameful relegation to the Championship. And this is how it unfolded. Today, May 24, was the last day of the Premier League season, and Tottenham were shamefully fighting for relegation survival. Fighting for their Premier League life to stay up. And that fight was between them and West Ham. It was just 2 points. It was just 2 points between the two clubs. And it meant that if West Ham wins and Tottenham loses, then Tottenham goes down. But everything was in Tottenham's hands. All they have to do was not to lose. And they did their job, even though it was tense towards the end, as Everton threw all their punches at them, but they resisted that. And the game finished 1-0 to Tottenham. Congratulations to them, but that was shameful that a club with this massive is fighting relegation. I've not seen a result like this for a top club. They were sliding down the hill so fast. And I'm glad that Roberto De Zerbi was able to get them out of relegation. All right. So now let's read the article as it goes. Tottenham avoided relegation from the Premier League on the final day of the 2025-2026 season after their 1-0 win over Everton condemned rivals West Ham to the Championship. Of course, Paulinho's scrappy first half goal proved the decisive moment in a competitive relegation battle that has raged for months, and that now sees West Ham, which defeated Leeds 3-0, fall to the second tier with the joint highest points tally amassed by a relegated club since 2010-2011 season, 39. That is something else that needs to be talked about. You got 39 points and you still got relegated. That's unfortunate, but that's how tough the Premier League is and how much it means for a lot of people that this relegation fight was very tough and very daunting. These people gave it all, but it was not enough. That said, so I would say that Roberto De Zerbi's team held on. They held on thanks to some dogged defending and a crucial late save from their goalkeeper deep into the 9 minutes of the second half, stoppage time. They held on because Everton was throwing all the kitchen sink at them, trying to get an equalizer, and that would have made the game very, very stressful. So, De Zerbi said after the game, "I'm very happy and elated for the performance of my players. They showed that they are good people and top players. We played maybe the best game in my time here." Yeah, maybe it's the best game in your time here, but that was not a good performance because during the regular season, that performance will not get you anywhere. That's actually the kind of performance that got that team where they are at the moment. It just happened that is the last game for the season and they survived. That said, Tottenham has avoided relegation. As you remember, Thomas Frank began the season in charge before he was sacked and replaced by Igor Tudor, whose ill-fated stint did not deliver a turnaround in results. Frank's tenure unraveled after lackluster displays against Chelsea and Arsenal saw fans and players lose faith in his football, while Tudor's reign lasted just for 4 days in charge, with Spurs deep in the mire. Like, they were deep. They were sliding so bad. They were sliding down so bad, right? After Frank left, Tudor was not even able to win any game. They were sliding. And then he was fired. And De Zerbi was gotten at the end of March. He got them to survive. But it is, what's his name? Van der Ven said that this is very unacceptable for the last game we play this season. We play for relegation. Of course, it's unacceptable. That's a very shameful performance, shameful season for Tottenham. And I said that in the beginning of my opening remarks. So, congratulations to Tottenham, I would say, but it is embarrassing to let it come to the final day. But they did it, and that's very important. So now let's see how the club is going to rebuild. Who is going to stay in and who is going to be pushed out. That said, my friends, this is the news, and I just wanted to make sure that I bring it out. And then I know that most of you already knew how this worked out, but I'm bringing it out just in case. And I will see you in the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Any news that you see out there that you need me to cover, let's go. And I'll see you in the next one.